Right, I'm here with Mr. GamerMuscle.
That's my name now, Mr.
Mr.
GamerMuscle.
We're on the streets of Berlin because we are here with Formula E, and tomorrow we're going to be at the Formula E race in Berlin. It's very chaotic right now. I think right now it's kind of escape from Berlin because we've been told that all travel outbound is just cancelled.
Pure lockdown till Wednesday, which is fine for me because I was planning on staying till Wednesday, but you had other plans.
Yeah, I'm meant to be going to Spa, so I might be driving from Berlin to Spa. So what a introduction this is to this sort of full-time life. But yeah, we've been chatting about lots of stuff, sim racing and Formula E, and you know, it's kind of an interesting place to come. Formula E, for me, it feels like quite a relaxed sort of thing they're doing, right? And maybe that goes with the vibe of family-friendly, accessible. Now, personally, I haven't been to a Formula E race for like 8 years. I don't know if you've been recently.
No, I've not been to one, but I definitely thought the nice thing about it is that the Formula E races are always in the middle of city centres.
Yeah.
So with the one in Berlin, it's on the old Tempelhof.
Yeah.
Is it Tempelhof runway? I probably said it wrong.
I said Hasselhoff at the airport.
Hasselhoff.
He said, where are you going? I was going to the Formula E at Hasselhoff, and he was like,
yeah, it's definitely Tempelhof then, the old 1940s airport.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool, and the fact it's right in the city centre.
Yeah.
Same with the London and the Rome and all of them. They're right in the city centre. So I think that's a nice, rather than having to go out into the sticks to like a racetrack, it'll be really interesting to see a proper legit race in a town.
I think it's a different vibe, and I think you have to lead into that vibe being in the city. You can go to the cafes and the bars after and whatnot. But so tomorrow we've got a big plan of stuff to do. We're going to be sim racing, maybe against each other.
I'm going to be destroying you on the ring. You've not driven it yet.
I haven't driven it.
Neither have I.
Okay, fine. Well, one of us is we might both destroy ourselves, actually.
Probably.
Like a sign of like mutual self-destruction.
So Michi Hoyer's here, who's a famed, he's in the distance with Maxim MXM, who does a lot of F1 live streams and YouTube videos. But Michi's obviously like a pro alien. So the goal, as far as I'm concerned, it's try and destroy Michi. I think I'm trying to network with everyone so we can work a way to take Michi down.
Yeah, I don't want to get paired against Michi because I look very, very, very bad. I might have to destroy him. So we've got a lot of stuff coming up, but we haven't really thought about this. What are the top 3 things that you're looking forward to tomorrow? What top 3? I'm personally looking forward to the garage thing because I've never seen the Gen 3 cars before. Yeah. So I want to see up and close. I know that they're technically a massive step up. I know there's a lot of controversy about the tyres because the tyres aren't that soft, for lack of a better word, but they've got no brakes on the rear. It's all done by engine braking. They've got 2 powertrains. So I'm interested to get up and close and kind of compare that with F1. Yeah. That's something that's... What about you?
So, from my view, I've only seen the Formula E cars in photos, and they look a bit like a sort of tent. So what I want to see is them in person and see if they actually do look like really legit race cars. So it gets rid of that sort of tent.
Are you going to take a tent with you and unfurl it next to you and sort of do
a comparison? Yeah. That was really hard to get through the airport, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be interesting actually to see just the experience of being there and seeing them go past and see if it actually is impressive, like the pace of them when you're up close. Because I think on TV it can be a little bit hard to maybe see that speed, but when you're at a track and you see cars at a track, you get a really different perspective. And with you being right next to the track, with it being a street circuit, I think that'll be really interesting. Obviously all the hospitality, it's going to be very hard being treated VIP.
I don't normally do hospitality, so I'm not allowed to behave.
Every week.
Okay, you're
I expect a massage. they better have a sauna there. So that will be hard to put
You can
up
show
with.
me around all the different bits.
I'm an expert at that kind of stuff. And
the food is going to be good, right? I should expect good food.
You're looking at me as if I know. No, I checked the menu. Oysters.
Pre-ordered.
5 courses of oysters.
I have to be. I think. Look, as the same, but like I'm not really into VIP stuff. For me, it's about the motorsport. But I'll be interested to see compared to F1, which is the ultimate. Your shoelace undone. We've got a health hazard. I'll chat. But compared to F1, which is like, really at the FIA is the pinnacle of motorsport. What is the hospitality like at FE? Is it going to be aimed more at people who are coming from like sustainable companies, or I'm interested in that vibe because it's not quite the flagship. Well, maybe in the future it will be, but right now it's not quite. Although it's been very controversial recently. I think it was Dan Tickton, who's a very controversial character. He said a lot of the FE drivers should be in F1. He wasn't very complimentary about the driver standard in F1.
Okay.
That might have something to do with the fact that he didn't go into F1, he went into FE. But I'm interested to kind of see what for lack of a better word, what the vibe is at FE when you have Pascal Wehrlein there, very, very quick driver. You've got Stoffel Van Dorn being F1, John-Eric Verne being F1, a lot of like F1 drivers, a lot of drivers who never went into F1.
Yeah.
And it's almost like before my day, there were comparisons made with like IndyCar and F1, which is a better series. Is there going to be a little bit of that bite and like people
maybe,
really want to...
Yeah, you could maybe make an argument that due to how hard it is to get into F1, maybe Formula E, it's not the most popular series at the moment, it's growing, maybe it actually ends up being a more competitive sport, as an actual sport.
Yeah, I think it is more competitive. I think the qualifying is always close. You don't have these teams that often like really drop off the bottom massively.
Yeah.
But I think, okay, so my last point, because I think we're getting close to where we're going to go, but my last point, I'm excited to see what the new younger generation find about this. Are they up at the fences like looking amazing at it? Because I wonder if F1 is becoming a little bit kind of safer and entertainment-like, and if this is actually going to be a purer form of motorsport, and you're going to see drivers locking up, going side by side, and there's nothing for me. There's nothing that's motorsport to me. Yeah, there's drivers going side by side.
I think we're like old gits, and so I noticed this on my way here. The younger people that are attending this event, and also just randomly people that are on the train as I was coming out, what they're getting excited about is completely different to what me as an old fogey, sort of old, sort of 90s, maybe even 80s, like 90s, that sort of era of motorsport. So, it'll be really interesting to see if they're genuinely really engaged with it, and then if you do have a younger audience there, and then especially how active the audience is for the simulator stuff there, and if they're really getting onto it.
That I want to see.
I was really surprised at Sim Racing Expo how many younger people there were there that were like, oh, I want to have a go, and they can actually get hands-on with it. And I think Formula E potentially, with the sims and with it all integrated, allows you to actually experience it to some capacity rather than it being totally
I'm very interested in that. It's a bit more of like, you can play at home in your sim, but you can also go to a city near you, or maybe your city, and actually see it in real life, where F1 is not quite like that for different reasons. But so that's been GamerMuscle myself. Link to GamerMuscle in the description. Drop all those subscribes, and we'll see tomorrow what it's actually going to be like. We're going to be shooting a lot of short form content, and stories. Aren't
we cool?
Yeah, we're very
in with the kids.
Very cool. So if you like that, then stay tuned. But it's been a great chat with GamerMuscle about all this stuff, and can't wait to go to the E-Prix at Berlin tomorrow.